let's test out some fashion hacks. I see on Pinterest, on TikTok, on Instagram, all kinds of different hacks for jeans, for bras, for dresses, turning one piece of clothing into another piece of clothing. And I'm always curious, do these work? And do they work on a plus size body? Today we're gonna find out. So I have hand selected a bunch of hacks and we're gonna go through them and see if they actually work and whether or not they're too ridiculous to actually wear out into the world. Because sometimes things look good on the internet, but in reality, they look a hot mess. We're gonna get to the bottom of it. You can stick around to the end if you wanna know what this monstrosity is, but as we go through these hacks today, guys, I'm gonna need you to rate them. Give me a 1 through 10. Is it wearable? Would you wear it? Do I look stupid? Do I look incredible? You let me know, please. What we're gonna do is take our arms out of the sleeves of this perfectly fine dress. So she throws the sleeves over her shoulders. She tied it into a rose? Girl, what? She's going too fast for me. They oftentimes go too fast for me. Okay, so we have that, easy enough. And then she grabs it. It didn't really shove her like tying it. I'm just gonna weave it through and shove it in my bra. And then hers kind of opened up in like a very cute way. Okay, well, it looks different than hers, but that's okay. Let's do the other side. We're gonna pull it on over, and she's like literally kind of weaving it through and then yanking it tight. I mean, it looks kind of stupid. Now we're gonna just kind of adjust it, kind of open it up a little bit. I'm gonna tuck it a little bit more, I think, into my bra. Hopefully that'll kind of stay. And then she kind of pulls hers open, and she says, "Blah-dow." Come on. See, she doesn't show us the back. She just showed us the front, and she put heels on, and she kind of stood like this. You know, yes, technically the sleeve is a little different. Now I'm gonna go ahead and show you the back. You can tell me if you think it looks dumb or not. Obviously you can see my bra. Don't worry, there are hacks for that. This is not necessarily wearable as is, but I think with the addition of maybe some pins or some fashion tape, potentially we could make this work. I think like in a pinch or for a photo or something like that, for sure you can make this work. Now we're gonna go up and over like a halter because screw those sleeves. We don't want them sleeves. We're trying to get our halter top on. I actually hate halter tops so much. They pull on my neck. They cause quite a bit of just discomfort on my neck. Okay, just like as a general halter top, technically yes. I want you to see like there is some bunching here, but nothing crazy. This doesn't look crazy from the front. Y'all have to tell me how it looks from the back. I mean, you could obviously tie it more or tie it into like a little bow, but from the back, is she giving halter? It's definitely doing what it's supposed to do. I'm so confused. Like, are those the sleeves that she just tied around her neck? And then she tied it into a bow? This is crazy. I think her neck is probably smaller than mine. Okay, hers looks like a little rose. Period. She said fashion. She said it's giving fashion, and I said yes it is. It's also giving like panic attack. Anxiety is through the roof right now. Okay, it's fine. Sleeves, I don't know them. Fashion. What do you think? Does it look dumb? I mean, can you tell us the sleeves? I'm gonna say yes, you can. However, does it matter? That's a better question. I don't know. Okay, do these hacks work? Yes. Would I do them? Maybe. Maybe the halter. If I, for some reason, really wanted a halter, I think I would halter these sleeves. Moving on. I love the idea of being able to transform a bodysuit into an actual top because you don't always want something shoved up your freaking butt. So when I saw this hack, I was very, very interested. It looks so simple. So she has a very flat, smooth bodysuit. I have the exact same thing pretty much. And we're gonna go ahead and take the front. She flips it over, pulls it out of the top. And then she's going to take the back and do the same thing. And she's gonna connect it here on the side. Okay, we've done a little bit of adjusting. You can definitely see the clasp because it's such a smooth bodysuit. Maybe if you had a thicker one, that wouldn't be the case. And I did have to do some adjusting to bring the actual part that would have gone like over my hip up over my boob, otherwise it cuts across it, and it is kind of difficult for me to keep it beyond like the neckline, but maybe it's just because the neckline's a little bit more open. And then in the back, I think it looks normal, right? I can't really tell, so this is where you guys step in to let me know. I mean, it certainly cropped it. There's no denying that. It's definitely a cropped top now, but like my bra is barely making it inside now, and I have a very short torso. The fact that like it brought it all the way up here, that was a little much. I don't think hers was quite as high. I was expecting it to be down here more. However, that's not how it worked out. Does the hack work? 100%. It doesn't feel like something that's going to like move and end up somewhere it's not supposed to be. This could be solved by the use of a piece of fashion tape so that if it moves around, they at least move together. It's not uncomfortable whatsoever. I basically just feel like I'm wearing a regular shirt right now. So as far as hacking goes, she's a winner. Okay, next up we have one that I see constantly that I find a little ridiculous, but I'm still very interested to see if it'll work. I cannot seem to find my own satin shirt. Now we have this one, which hopefully is gonna work. You see her, right? She looks very put together. She's a fanciful lady. Now, I don't know if the collar will be a problem because this is a men's shirt and so the collar's a little stiffer than what mine are, but she puts it on one arm backwards and then she flips it. Just the one side. You only want to flip one side. And then you want to put your arm in like you typically would. Well, if you were putting it on backwards. And then comes a really easy part where you button the shirt down your back like... That's right, Miss Mary Mac. I'm gonna be so thrilled with you guys. There is no way this shirt is buttoning down my back. I can already feel it. The exposure is too grand back there. She makes it look so easy. This shirt has got to be like gigantic on her. She's so cute. She looks like she's gonna go to a little board meeting or something now. See, I had a shirt that looked like that, but it was black or white. I think it was black and white actually. First of all, I think it's very difficult to do it on yourself. For the sake of not covering it in makeup, we're gonna go ahead and tuck something onto it, like a little bib. Oh, maybe I can do it myself. Let's turn around and see how this works. She was just pulling it up as she did it. Perhaps her dexterity is somewhere that mine is not. I'm still working on the first button, but I have faith that it will in fact work. These feel like trick buttons. Okay, no, I got it. I got the first one. See, how is she buttoning it while also stretching her shoulders out like this? Like I couldn't be more broad. Okay, how does it look thus far? Really good? Really good. Okay, so let's pretend it did close. She takes it and she tucks it into her little black pants. Okay, mine is showing a little more than probably I would like for it to show. There's no way this would button, right? Like they look far apart. But I think if it buttons in the back, it's gonna take the entire front. Like how did she... I'm gonna call this hack whack, and I'm gonna say if you have a shirt that is perhaps 2 to 3 sizes too big or just very oversized to begin with, maybe you can make this work. Me personally, I can't. This next fashion hack is one that I'm gonna enjoy trying out. I have tried a turtleneck shirt hack previously on like my Instagram. If you guys want to follow me somewhere other than YouTube, you can definitely see things like this. We're gonna go ahead and try it, I think, with that same top because I think it'll be easier for you to actually look and see and like, you know, if it looks stupid, you're gonna know it looks stupid. This one is really easy. You just take your shirt, you flip it over, and you tie the bottom. It's a long turtleneck, okay? We're gonna tie the bottom of our turtleneck around our neck. It's not my favorite thing to have things tied around my neck. I really don't enjoy it actually. And if I was actually going out into the world, I would definitely have to tie that twice, but because it's just the two of us here, we're not gonna do that. And then essentially for the bottom, you're just gonna kind of flip it in, and then you're gonna spin yourself around and you're gonna tie the sleeves together. I'm just gonna do a double knot, and now we're gonna go ahead and remove the bra just like her. Her boobs didn't move when she removed her bra, so let's see if ours has that same kind of magic. Okay, hey, mine didn't move that much either. It's definitely giving, you know, a little baddie top now, and my entire back is exposed. I think the turtleneck would stay just fine. It definitely bunches up, but probably not to the point where you guys could even tell that it was bunching up from the side, from the back. She's just like such a cool girl with the way she's like standing, and she puts her little glasses on, and she's just cool looking to begin with. Overall, does this work as a shirt hack? Yes, it does. Time to slip into some evening wear. I bought this gorgeous dress like 2 years ago almost for my birthday. I wanted to wear it for my birthday and I loved it and I still love it. That's why it's still in my closet. However, it never quite fit me right. It might look okay on camera, but if you really get into the nitty-gritty here, you see there's quite a bit of extra material around my midsection. The sleeves are also annoying, but we're here for the midsection. So it's just a little too much over the butt, in the front. I just always wanted it to look more like this. We're gonna go ahead and try out this hack that I have seen so many times, and I have always wanted to try it, but I just always forget about it when the time actually arises. So step one is to take off the dress and turn it inside out and backwards. I actually do not have a bangle. That's insane because where did they all go? I do have a gigantic hoop earring, and all you need is the earring and a hair tie. And then mine actually has a zipper right here. Hers was flat, but that's okay. I think it's okay. She says to go ahead and you want to slip it in. So I caught it. This is gonna be kind of low. It's gonna catch part of the zipper. You think that matters? Probably not, right? And then we're gonna take the hair tie and wrap it around the earring a few times. Oh, ow! The earring busted through the dress, but What do you expect? So now we have earrings secured to the dress with a hair tie. Okay, we've got it back on. It made a little bit of a difference. However, our issue with this dress is that there's a zipper. So the little hole is actually pretty low. I think I needed it to be more like right here. So I'm gonna take it out and move it up into the middle of the zipper or even the side. Okay, here we go. I got it. I got the first loop. I got the second loop. Okay, now we flipped it. Oh, hello, upper thigh. It's definitely helping. It kind of created this ruching over here. It doesn't look like I have anything like weird necessarily going on inside the dress. I definitely think you could just pull it off as like a part of the design. For me, for this dress, it's not fixing the problem, but it could just be that the problem is too complicated with this particular outfit. Overall, I think if you have a dress or a top even where it's just too loose in the midsection, I definitely think this would work. It's not uncomfortable in any way, like you barely even feel it in there. It's not touching your skin. It's pretty secure because of the hair ties, so I think it's a good hack. Didn't work for me, but that doesn't mean it's bad. We're back with another dress, and this one's actually from Quince. It's very reminiscent of like the Skims dress. I've never worn it, as you can see, because I don't really wear dresses like this. I feel amazing in them and they're so comfortable, but I don't often find myself leaving the house in them. If I am going to wear something that is not pants or shorts, it's usually a skirt. So when I saw this particular little hack, I had to try it. She starts by putting it on upside down. Let's try that. I keep getting lost with these videos. They're so fast. Oh, inside out and upside down. Wait, okay, that actually makes more sense. Inside out and upside down. But she didn't say backwards. Simon didn't say. She pulls it up to the desired length of the skirt, basically. I don't know what my desired length is. We're about to find out. I guess like I'm gonna go for a midi length, and then she says you just gotta like smooth it out. We did it. You can't see the strap, and it does look like a skirt. The only thing is, look at this. Look at the waistband. Can you see that it's just like, it's flippity floppity? What if we can tighten it? Hold the phone. Maybe this is gonna work, because theoretically the rest of it is actually perfectly fine. I think it actually lays pretty flat. It's not weird and uncomfortable. The neckline and the chest area is not being stretched out because that's around my knees right now. However, the waistband is ridiculous, let's be real. But if I just did it in the center, would that look weird? Okay, it didn't really do as much as I wanted it to do. I feel like I need two. Like, do I need another one in the back? Is that gonna be too many? Too many earrings on my skirt? Shoot. I'm gonna do another one in the back. Okay, so you're seeing the one in the front, right? You have our little hole right here. I literally kind of love that. Kind of confusing. It's not confusing at all. I'm kind of confused, right? It's like hanging out. How does it look? Does it look stupid? Does it look stupid? I don't know. Let me move it down. What if we did one on each side? No, it looks literally so dumb. Okay, we're just gonna do the one right here in the front. Did kind of help bring the waistband in a little bit tighter, but like there's no fooling. This is not a waistband. This is just a bunch of material kind of floating around. I definitely think it's still a wearable look. Maybe her dress just has like more compression in it than this one did, and maybe it would work better if your dress had a little more snapback to begin with. You know, I'm still gonna say this one works. Kind of. You know, with an asterisk. It works with an asterisk. Now we're gonna put the dress on the way it was intended to be worn, which I'm sure you would agree it looks better like this. But we don't want it to look like this because this is lame. So we're gonna go ahead and take these straps down. We're gonna do what I have seen so many people do, which is to add a cami as kind of like sleeves, basically. And this is another one of those ones that goes fast. So she throws her arm through, and this is like really nice and stretchy, okay? So she throws her arm through both of them, and it's inside out. Do I want it inside out? No, because then it's gonna show the tag. I think the shirt should have started inside out. Did she say that? She probably said that. Okay, yes, this makes more sense because the tags will now be on the inside. So then we're gonna take this. I'm already uncomfortable. What just happened? Because where did the straps go? I think I did the strap backwards. I think she did it like this so that when she flips it over, it undoes. So you want to kind of turn it. I don't know how to describe it, but there should be like less pressure. Try it both ways. Whichever way is slightly more comfortable, that's the way you're supposed to do it. And then you're supposed to take it over your head, and then good luck. You want to pull it down. So we need to grab it. How close am I, guys? Am I close? Am I so close? Oh my gosh, am I so close? That's my hair. She made this look very simple. How is she getting it down her back? She pulls it all the way down so her shoulders are fully exposed. No, I feel like we're getting there, you guys. And then somehow she got a pearl necklace on after this. It's on. It's folded over. Is it giving... Don't look at all that, guys. All right, guys. Here she is in all her glory. Oh crap, you can see the strap. I would tuck it if I was gonna wear this out and about. If I was trying to make my dress look more fancy and I had my cami shawl on, or whatever you want to call the sleeves, I guess. Does this look dumb? Does this just kind of elevate the dress? Is it giving fashion? Is it giving drama? Is it giving, look at how fancy she looks? As a hack, I think it works. I wouldn't wear it personally because I think it would move around quite a bit. But overall, I do think it works. I have seen many a cardigan hack. You can do up the top button, take the bottom button, and we're gonna take it 3 up, and then take the opposite bottom hole, take that one 3 up, and then what she did is she pulled out the extra button, the extra hole, which should be in the center of those 2 that we just did, and she connected those, and I gotta tell ya, that already looks better. And it lays flat. Well, flat-ish, it's a cardigan. Okay, that was kind of fun, but that's not the hack I want to try. So we're gonna take a hair tie around the top button of our cardigan, and then we're gonna just close our cardigan like we normally would. The hair tie's gone. And then we're gonna take our hair tie from beneath, because it's hanging on the inside, we're gonna hook it around the bottom button, and then we're gonna go ahead and close the sweater over the bottom button. And now if you want your sweater nice and cropped and you want it to stay there and you want it to lay flat and you don't want it to open or release, this cardigan is gigantic, so should I try the Bengal hack on the cardigan? We're gonna go ahead and put it right here in the back. We're gonna flip it over. How does it look? I gotta tell you, that Bengal hack is gonna come in handy. If I had like 4 more bangles, I would bangle this whole thing up. They look stupid, but the little cardigan button hacks, those work, and I would say this is actually the best one because this one's super easy. It doesn't involve knowing how to button. You just button straight down, and then boom, you have a nice cropped cardigan, and it's literally so cute. Probably looks stupid with the bangle in the back, but you guys know I'm just trying to make the bangle work. Hair tie hack on the cardigan definitely works. We're moving on to see if there is something that can be done about these oversized sweaters, these V-neck sweaters. I have a few. Hollister sizing is insane when it comes to their sweaters, but I saw this V-neck sweater hack and I was like, okay, if I can turn these into something, because the material is lovely, colors are great, it is so comfy, so cozy, but I don't wear them because they are too damn big. They're too big to wear, but they're too comfy cozy to get rid of. We're gonna figure something out here. So many hacks. It's almost hard to keep up. Damn it, what did she do? She has it upside down and she put her arms through it. I love it already. She puts it over her head. Wait, what the hell? How did she get it over her head and it not just be on her body like the normal way that it would be on your body? Because this is how you put a sweater on. So she must have flipped it upside down. It's upside down. There are a lot of critical thinking skills that go into following these tutorials. She put her arms into an upside down sweater. Yes. And if you watch it again, you'll see that. Okay, wait, she's skinny. So it's probably easy for her to get through a neck hole. Not something a big girl typically does, but don't say we can't. Pulls the neck hole down. I'm getting makeup in places I never get makeup on my clothes, but here we are. Oh, I thought I was gonna hate this. Low-key, I think we just ate. Oh, just kidding, I didn't see the back yet. I'll take it back. Strike that from the record. Okay, the sweater's still big, right? It's not like the sweater got any smaller, so it's still like very much an oversized sweater, but this is definitely a different way to wear it. A stupid way, perhaps. What if we take the neckline and we keep it above my bust, and we do the same thing in the back, and then we drop it a little? Oh, this is kind of giving like the cami situation. But would I wear this out of the house? I don't know. It looks dumb. Let me flip it around. Maybe it's because I have the bulk of it in the front, and I need the bulk of it in the back. Does it look stupid? If I pull it down, does it just kind of look like a top with like a skirt now without doing that skirt hack we had to do before? I know it's upside down, but I don't necessarily think everyone else would know. I mean, it might fall because it has very little integrity at the bottom of a sweater, but you know, you could always say it with me, y'all. You could always do the bangle hack. I think I'm proving time and time again that the bangle hack is actually not as useful as one might think. That hasn't stopped me before. I think the title of this video could literally be, Will It Bangle? Will It Booty Hole? Because every time you do it, it looks like a little booty hole. I feel like I'm in like a rom-com where like someone has to suddenly completely transform the way they look in the bathroom of a restaurant immediately, and someone just has a bangle and a sweater and they were like, oh, you can just put this on, and then da-da-da, and then they come out and they're like Miss Congeniality. That's what I'm feeling. But okay, overall, does the hack work? This one does. Would I wear it? I don't know, but does it work? Yes. I think if I had a smaller sweater, this would look even cuter. And for my final trick, I will turn this scarf into a shirt. Ooh. I'm pretty sure I could do an entire video on scarf hacks or jean hacks. Gosh, there's so many. If you guys like watching this video and you enjoy these hacks, please give it a thumbs up or let me know in the comments. You start by putting it around you. Hers looks a lot bigger than mine. Crap. Whoa, hers is gigantic. I bought one that said it was extra large. Dang, what could I do? What if you didn't have a scarf? Most of us don't have the world's biggest scarves just hanging around our house. That's not a normal thing. What do we have? Blankets. Hear me out. It's a very cushiony, like a wannabe Barefoot Dreams blanket. She throws the thing over her shoulder, period. And then she takes her bangle or hoop earring and she weaves 2 of the corners through it. She puts that in there. She pulls it to the, oh, wait a second. Hers is a scarf. Let us not forget. Yeah, if we just came up with like the hottest winter accessory, what are they gonna do with us? They're gonna put us in jail. This is the most use this earring has ever gotten. Is it giving like shirt? No. But like, did I just make this blanket incredibly wearable? Could you see me on like HSN? Guys, and we only have 840 left in this beautiful seafoam green, and it's reversible. You're gonna be at Thanksgiving with this. You're gonna be on the pumpkin patch with this. You're gonna be wearing this absolutely A709268. Yes. Oh, and I'm just getting word. Yes, we are out of the size large, but that's okay because you don't have to get your actual size. They definitely are very accommodating. They stretch. Get it a little bigger if you like a little bit of extra room under there. This is it, ladies. This is the one this winter. 5 easy payments of $8 and it's yours. Did every hack work? No. But did I have fun? Yes, I did. I hope you did too. And let me know in the comments that you want to see more of it. Okay, guys, I gotta go take off my my blanket top. Somebody dare me to wear this out of the house because I will. I'll wear it to my kids' next game. And as always, if you like videos like this, please give it a thumbs up. Let me know and I will bring you more.